Of the world. This is a poem about the condition of a girl who's torn by what she sees because maybe it's just me. And it could be about the world, hypothetically, but if you use broader knowledge to think about it theoretically, since what's right and what's wrong are constantly debated, and what's done and what's moral are at best loosely related, then the condition of the world is a subjective simplification, something that has less meaning than the actual implication. Because if no one can agree on it, then the right and wrong don't matter. So of the two conditions, let's just focus on the latter, the condition of a girl who's torn by what she sees, because maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that thinks a democratic government shouldn't be decided by the country's richest 1%. And if for the people, by the people is what we really want, then there's a couple numbers I have issues with up front. Why do presidential candidates have to pay 40 G's just to run? And it costs 200 times that for those of them that won. So, for those of them that won, but the average US salary is more like $35,000 a year. So if it's for the people, by the people, I guess most of us aren't here. So if it's poor, it makes you miserable. In the middle, you're invisible. Homeless, you're just pitiful, because it's so un-American just to sit there and be poor, even if you are a patriot who went out and fought at war. If you're sitting on a street corner, you're no longer on the list. So stick a needle in your arm, beg for change, it don't exist. And we just make sure that when we pass each other, we don't look each other in the eye, because if we realize we're the same, it might cause structural demise. And we're all thinking that we're powerless. But they're the few, we're the many. You realize you give up the most power by assuming you don't have any. And they got us all playing the blame game. Blame race, blame hip-hop, blame drugs, blame TV. Doesn't matter who or what you blame, please, just disagree. Just don't look up at who controls and pays for all the shit you see. And maybe it's just me. But if television is to blame for the miseducation of the masses, then maybe I misunderstood the purpose of the classes. Is it to fill in thought bubbles with pencils with number 2 lead, erase inconvenient history and just study math instead? Or you want equality in public ed? Well, baby, you're in luck. Because now with no child left behind, your kids are equally dumb as fuck. So they won't understand the words when they're pledging their allegiance. One nation, under God, invisible, and no liberty for small. I think that's how it goes. I can't really remember it all. And they'll put one woman in office and act like all women have a say. When 8,000 women in this country get raped each day, put one black man in office, erase the past and call it fair. When there's 1 million black men in jail who can't vote to put him there. And to be so civilized, our jails are overflowing. Police arrest for quota without ever really knowing. So murder men who murder men. Or murder men just because you can. Or make them wait there till they die. When they're guilty or not, don't question why. Because if it was about crimes for real, then most of the men who put them there would be choosing their last meal. And though our dollar's near and worthless, it's still weighing us down. Because without Big Benji, your words don't make a sound. And people thinking that they need it, that that's just the way it is. And all you really need to know about your life is this. To live in this country, you need a basic coloring box obsession. And if you didn't know that, let's just learn a little lesson. Things, it doesn't matter, wrong or right. Things are just the way they are, and it's just that black and white. And your states are just that red and blue. And if your skin's not white, then you're just old colored Jew. And do what you can by staying green, keep the red, white, and blue clean, and keep out the brown because it's obscene, and we can't handle in between. So just keep looking straight ahead, never question, then you're dead. And that's just the way it is. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one who's scamming. So you can sit back and relax for your regularly scheduled programming.